Woo! Welcome to Chicago. I did not have any other place or time to do this, so here we are. But it's kind of beautiful, and it is windy, so I'm going to be very careful, and we'll breathe a little differently. But happy new moon in Sagittarius, dark moon. Ooh. It does. It feels a little interesting, and it's like proper. So party on. Thanks for being here. New moon in Sagittarius, with Mars, Sirius, and the Sun. Mars being very active. Mars being very much the whisper-abouts for every other motion. Touch base with my last video, and Mars leading sort of misfit or influencing a band of misfits in some way. Influencing very much the collective natures in Taurus right now. Mercury will go retrograde tomorrow. Right, the 13th? Yeah, tomorrow. Mercury's in Capricorn as of now. We'll rest in Capricorn with a resting Pluto. I do think that will speak a lot to where our will is at and how vivacious perhaps it is. Maybe that speaks more to resilience than willpower or free will. But ultimately, we do always have a choice. Neptune and Saturn are out of retrograde, so again, I think this coming retrograde and what influences have already played a part are very much going to be loud and active, and again, kind of touch base with my last reading and the leading band of retrograde misfits. So, that being said, we're going to pull some cards, and hopefully the wind is kind. It's cheeky. Scary. All right. 3 deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Well, there's something very warming there, that's for sure, but also very anxiety riding. Hierophant at the bottom, 5s, creation, but also maybe fear of failure. Oftentimes that's when we sort of begin to doubt our own will. 8 of Cups, anxieties, options, many paths to choose. I do think that with all the, the hype that always comes around with moons and other readers and like portals, as if you're going to miss an opportunity, but every opportunity is a new opportunity. And I think that's something that the 8 of Cups can get lost in, because it tends to fog views. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, Empress. 10 of Pentacles being very much abundance, but that's also maybe where all of the distractions that the 8 of Cups has, or the many things that they're balancing, are all influenced by a main cause or a main passion. And that's where we can follow those lines back to find wholeness. And to find, a singular identity in the many, many, trades and hats and masks we wear. Empress following that, I think in understanding wholeness, you settle your fear of creation. It's the truth of having plenty rather than not enough, which also tis the season. Tis the season to very much feel prosperous with your ideas and feel whole enough to give, because it does come back and relieve karma, I suppose, relieve weight, because it finds more mass in spirit or soul. How do you give comfort to yourself? How do you nurture yourself? But also, how do you speak to the people you love and your friends? And do you speak to your own self or your ideas in that manner? Oftentimes that's a clarifier too, is the things that, the ways that we shoot down ourselves are not the ways that we would shoot down our homies. I wrote fears. Followed by the Four of Wands, bottom of the deck, with the Hierophant and Four of Wands. And I think that speaks more to possibility. How many doors can you open for yourself when you believe in yourself and you sort of diminish limitation within that? Creates new opportunities, creates new doors, and starts to see things a little bit more clearly. All of that, I think, goes to say, we'll be feeling this for a while, so don't let this one night make or break you or feel like you missed out on anything. But things are brewing and a lot is changing, and I think at any given moment, when you walk through any doorway, make a choice. And this is something that's also like, I guess, like ancient, or not ancient, like other cultures. You don't stand in doorways because it shows a decision. You don't linger in between rooms. That's why there's sort of a deliberate step into. So at any given moment, choose a door. What do you want to see on the other side? And make believe. And you see how much you can surprise yourself. Okay. Time and numbers. I'm not leaving these out, obviously, because the wind is going to take them all away. So we'll try to remember what we can. I don't know, the tones of all of this are very much progression and change. The time before has been more of like an intro to a song that can change tempo or rhythm if you let it, if you'd like it to. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Yeah, I don't know, every time I'm doing that, it's like so much heat coming from these cards. Eight of Clubs, Wands stirring shit up, fire, Four of Hearts, King of Hearts. Even in changing tempo, you do find equilibrium, and it almost clarifies the song or clarifies the message. So I think where we maybe even have faith in our fun, we'll stir things up and shake things up, shake us awake into who we want to be into the new year. Or, don't stir up things. Continue to simmer and fall asleep. Obviously, that's not my advice, but I do think that's maybe the option that we're given, and we do constantly also have that option. So again, it's not just a make or break portal tonight, but it will continue to be so. How awake and alive do you want to feel? Where to next? Bottom of the deck, King of Swords, Ten of Hearts. Where to next? It's always now. That very much aligns with that Ten of Pentacles that came up. It's always now when we are willing to make a change or willing to clear. We may be caught in a world that is full of projections about it because it's difficult to change that now, especially when, you know, again, 'tis the season to be sort of stuck in our ways. But the King of Swords knows better, and the Ten of Hearts is willing to take a chance. So that they might find themselves spiraling up at a new point, maybe the same point, but with a new point of view. Yeah, so I wish that for you. I wish that you can see a little clearly, a little more clearly, and that perhaps with that clarity, you have a full-fueled faith in self, and it inspires you rather than pushes or motivates or any of those things, because inspiration is very much your own renewable resource, and a necessary one in a very cataclysmic time. All right. The wind is picking us up and carrying us away. Okay, with that, I love you. It's chilly, so I leave. But, you know, party on. Much love. Stay warm. Stay bold. Stay beautiful. Stay humble. Stay full of joy and power and hope, because we need it. Love ya.